Hello, friends. How are you? Happy Thursday. I'm so happy to have you here. Hi, Susie. How are you? Pop on and tell me. Tell me, how's your day going? We're on the struggle bus over here. The full moon is in full force, and we feel every bit of it, but it's okay. We're making it. I'm so happy that you are here to join me for listening up, strengthening our listening skills in a fun and engaging way that's going to make your toddler a better listener. Isn't that what we all want, right? We all want our toddler to listen, whether it's a toddler or a little one, an elementary age kid. We want them to be able to listen, not only to follow directions, but to be able to comprehend. And I'm already going down the rabbit hole. Hold on just a second. Let me back up. Hi, if we haven't met before, my name is Lauren Cunningham, and I am a literacy consultant. I'm the face behind With a Bit of Grace, a former public school teacher turned literacy consultant who is now providing support and guidance to parents in an individualized, specific way that meets the needs of their children, whether they're elementary school or whether they're toddler. We are focusing on the little things that we can do every day that make a really big difference. We don't think they do, but I promise you they do. And that's going to make a big difference in your child's literacy development. So today we're going to talk about listening skills. Like I said, we all want our little ones to listen, right? We want them to be able to follow directions. Guess what? Following directions is one of the things that we can practice doing. But those listening skills are important because they help our child be able to comprehend and understand vocabulary when they're reading. We start this at a very early age and we build upon it. Think about the staircase, right? Each step's going to get a little bit harder and harder, but they don't feel it because they're getting the basis of the step before. So we are going to be learning all about your child's ability to focus and accurately interpret sounds, words, and their meaning and how to communicate. These, like I said, are crucial for understanding what we're reading. We want our children, while we may be reading to them, we want them to be able to understand and follow the story, to comprehend. And we also want one day when they are reading for them to have the skills that their mind is already thinking and making sure that they're comprehending while they're reading. Not only are these skills going to help with your child's literacy development, but they're also going to help with your child's social interactions with others and how they communicate those needs. So a majority of the ways that you can practice this at home involve nothing. You don't need anything. You just need your voice and your child. And guess what? That's going to pay off tenfold. Sorry, couldn't think of my words again. Because you're also going to be building connection with your child. You are going to expect them to listen, so in turn, you are also going to listen to them, right? They learn best through modeling. We're going to play games. We are going to talk about what we're reading. We're going to just intertwine this all in what we are already doing. We're not adding another thing to the to-do list. This isn't in isolation. We're not going to say, okay, now it's time to sit down and work on listening. We're just going to sprinkle it into little places during our day and see how that pays off. And it will. Listening activities, play cards. And this is all for you. It's just a resource where right here I have Let's Get Moving. These are some games that you can play that kind of get your body moving or get you kind of like, the first one is telephone. So like getting up and walking over to your child, whispering in their ear, just like we played telephone growing up, right? And Simon Says. And then the next one is Let's Read. So we have interactive story time and echo reading. It gives you details as to what those are. And then Let's Talk. What are some prompts that you can use to carry on a conversation with your child and have them kind of listen, not only to what you say, but they're making a connection to how that also may make them feel. So what you're going to do, you're going to download this. You're going to cut it on the lines. Live demonstration because I want you to see how quick this is. I'm going to take all my cards. Doesn't matter the order. Got my cards. Going to hole punch and add a binder ring. You can get these like at Staples. Obviously you can order on Amazon. We have these and we use them all the time. And ta-da! Your listening activity play cards. And the more that even you just grab it and look at it to give yourself a reminder, it's going to start coming instantly to you. When you are at a restaurant, sit down and play telephone, right? They might be getting antsy. Sit down and play telephone with them, and then they're concentrating on what you're trying to say because they want to repeat it back and be successful with it. Or pass it around the table. No screen and something fun, right? Simon Says, if you just have some free time outside or need to get some wiggles out inside, Simon Says is a good classic game to teach them. Read over these prompts and then you'll start thinking about them instantly whenever you sit down. My favorite time to use the prompts for talking would be at meal times, right? I know that as soon as me and my husband start talking, the little one starts doing whatever he can do, positive or negative, to get our attention. So these are great ways for us to incorporate the whole family in a conversation so that everybody feels included. What's your favorite part of today? Why did you like it so much? So you're not just asking like a simple question, but you're kind of asking a reason. And let's remember, for toddlers, they're going to really flourish whenever they get sentence stems, is what us as teachers call them. So you can say, my favorite part of today is, and then they would fill in the blank. And then you can try to have them say it all together. The second one on here is, can you tell me the steps to get ready for bed? So like, what do we do next? And then you're listening to them and doing what they say. So these are just some easy reminders. I didn't go over the last one, did I? Let's read. I'm sorry. Interactive story time. Acting out with like a little animal. You could take some index cards and draw a couple pictures that represent the story or even the characters, and they can move those around. And echo reading. Echo reading's a fun one because they feel like they're doing something. If you're reading Brown Bear, or Moo Moo Clack. That one's Click Clack Quack, but that series, Moo Moo Clack, came to mind first. Chicka Chicka Boom Boom, any other ones behind me, honestly. Having your child repeat whatever that little phrase is, that's the fun phrase in there. Echo reading. You reading it however it may sound. Chicka Chicka Boom Boom, will there be enough room? And then your child saying it the same way. So they're listening to what you're saying. And then the last one, I didn't include it on here, but I'm just going to say the easiest thing that we can do that is developing listening skills is giving your child directions. Make sure to start with one-step directions, which means you tell them one thing to do. Go put on your shoes. Okay. Then once they can do that successfully, you add two-step directions. Go put on your shoes and put your jacket on. And then guess what? After that, three-step directions. Go put on your shoes, get your jacket, and your book bag. And you just keep adding. And you will be amazed at how much, number one, independence they find. And number two, how that will help in their literacy development. You might not realize it right then, but as they start using those listening skills for listening in a story, there you go. It all clicked. It's all working together. And you didn't even know it, right? We made it easy. We made it fun. And you will see how not only will listening skills start develop, but so will the connections, right? And I have honestly found in the past probably week that the more I listen to my child, the more he listens to me. So take that with a grain of salt. We want to model these listening skills in a fun way that is going to help our child develop these early literacy skills that will in turn go right into their literacy development as they start school. It's so easy right now, and I just want to make sure that you see how easy it is and that I can give you tools to incorporate into your everyday life, to make it fun, to make it engaging, and to keep it learning. I hope that you will come back next Thursday at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and join us for episode 5. I can't wait. Hope you guys have a great day.